Hello and namaste to everyone. This is my new YouTube channel. If you like my work, then please do like and subscribe and do follow for more. In the starting scene of this drama, May open up the box in where there is a red bangles over there, which remind about her friend, and the servant said that what's wrong. Then she remember about the past. Then the scene shift to the past that her friend Joe is just going abroad to find better jobs and apartment and to become a rich within 3 years, and they were just talking about everything. In the same time that Joe decided to confess his love, but I wanted to tell you something but didn't tell anything about it. But it was a good time, but he didn't confess about it, and saying that I want to thank you for being always in my side, and being also say that I'm the one who is the thank yous, I'm the luckiest persons who made the friend like you. In the same time, the pink gave the jade, which means the health and prosperity when they are just going. In the same time, the choke reached back and hug her like everything, and everyone was staring at them, but Joe didn't care and hugged her so badly. Then the grandma said that you had all times wonderful chance to confess your love to the being, and that person's Joe said that yes, I can confess, but Ping has a lot of matters to think about, and she is not divorced from that person. So, and the next scene shift to the pharmacy in where the they and the servant over there is just flirting with each other. That scene is seen by the beggar and Ping, and they didn't say anything and did but just staring at them. Then the next scene shift to the serving girl who is just coming over there, and being said that we are going to for some kind of a event, so we won't be here. We'll be back at 3 days later, and everyone was saying bye bye because they were going. Grandfather is also going from there. So now the real works begins. They just stole everything about the herbs, and which is the Chinese medicines, which cost a lot of money. They are just stealing or clearing up all those stores, and they contact with gangsters and called from the Malaysias to export them. Then they were just transfer them about the dong, which name was the gangsters said that they didn't receive any money, and they just called them all, and Dong said that these all are the not all naturals, that is all farm or cultivated ones. Then in the go back to the storerooms, there is photos of that, which is that already seen by the beam, and everyone was so stunned that everything over there was cleared up, and the grandpa also calling the police, but as police is not arriving at time. Then the Ping decided to confront them and said that yes, I was shocked also. You didn't think that fat and stupid like me could figure out, but I did. Then the Faye take out the some kind of things to threaten them, and auntie also was going to call the police, and they face it that I don't want to hurt you. The gangster Dong is needing all those the Chinese medicine, so give us first. In the time of that, the auntie got hurt, and they couldn't do anything because they had something that which is helps to threaten. In the same time, the Hans, the serving boy, came over there, and the grandpa said that to go and call the police, but instead of calling them, he just hit with a stupa to the head of the grandpa, and Faye also made a complete blind to that beggars, and only the Pim is left, which is not unconscious. Then the serving boy just choke Pim so badly that she loses the consciousness, and the gangsters Dong came and said that made any type of the incidents that is just being killed the auntie, and the evidence that is also collected from the nails of the aunties, and they decided to bury them alive. I know they were not dead, but temporarily they were unconscious. In the same times, the being was alive, and but she couldn't cry for help like aloud, and the serving boy is just going to kill her. In the same times, a car came from out of nowhere, and they were just scared. So the Faye is just going to hit the Ping so hard that she loses the conscious, and they all decided to bury them alive. And that scene is all seen and done by them. Then next scene shift to the grandma, and the Joe, who is just saw that the amulet that is given by the Ping is just broken, and grandma is continuously praying that do not let anything happen to her and something like that. After burying them, so they came back homes and decided to destroy the evidence all of their, and the same time the police came and saw the auntie Wandi was there lying on not death, and everyone was gathering what is happening here, and the policemen also suspect and that the Pim is the one who did or killed the auntie Wandi, and the police also believe all that, and being sent us to go to the Chorobas and stay overnight and so on like that. That news is just seen by the Joe, and which was just stunned, and but he just make continuously call to the Ping, and the next in shift to the Ping is just making an effort to break down the grave, and with the help of Jinx, which is the family friend, and the helpers who helped the grandfather and beggars, than the grandma, and Joe was so much worried. And the same times the gangster Dong saw all those the city CCTV footage of that area, and saw that the cars is going, that is the Jane, and they need to be suspected. So the news is spread that the Ping and the grandfather killed the auntie one day, and so on like that. So they are looking for them, and Ping decided to tell the police officers, but the Jane's uncle said that no, police are suspected that you both are the murderer. And the same time the police came to the doors, and they were just wanted to search, but the Jing said that you need to get the search warrant first, because any one property you do not have to have any right to search or what. And the police just got out and decided to get the warrant. In the same times the Being and the others, grandma and the beggar was there, and you are not, we cannot do anything here. Now you have to move to the other countries so you can take revenge on them. And the Ping just threw the wedding ring, and the next in shift to the serving girls, we say that the auntie Wonji is just taking care of me since I was a cry, but now she is gone. And that all scene is just believed by the police officers, and the Dong and the security said that they help us a lot. Now we are going to be rich. Then the next in shift to foreign countries where a person is coming to pick them up, that is none other than the doctors who is expert in the Chinese traditional medicines and the acupuncture specialist, and they just calling them. So they were just continue to keeping injuries and treatment for them, and so on like that. They were just talking about in and he just introduced himself and decided, but in the same time the scene shift to the others, that they all becoming rich because the owner of the pharmacy and the traditional medicines, that everyone was happy over there. And they were just celebrating about the marriage ceremony of the serving girls and the face. In the same time the grandma and Joe appears over there, and I come to the cherish here peoples, and I brought you this gift. Yeah, Yu Ping has died only a few months ago, but you dare to celebrate and remarry again, which is that how wonderful that is. And the Joe said that you shouldn't be trust. I shouldn't let anyone like you to marry Pim, and they were just hitting each other. Then the next scene shift to the doctors and the beggars, who say doctor said that your right eye has lost its ability, so you are going to be blind forever. And that beggars was so distressed, and he just decided to take revenge on Faye, because he was the reasons to get or lost his eyesight. And doctor said that your grandfather's internal organs are totally fine, but he has something in his brains which cannot be fully recovers. And Ping decided to learn about the acupuncture's precise, and said that little mistakes also could make the person's death. So the beggar also has decided to fight back, and he's just learning how to fight from a martial art. And the same time the being also learning about the acupuncture is the balancing about the energy body, and anything's conduct wrongly will pay a very high price. And she decided to take the revenge, so she decided to lose weight. So she is continuously running and eating her veggies, and at the same time she became really thin and beautiful. And the bigger is also cutting hairs and looking handsome. And the final acupuncture was successful, and she became thin. And she told the grandma, now it's time to go home. And grandpa said that what home? That the auntie's auntie was dead. And he remembers and said that PM, we have to go we have to save the PM, let's go home where she is. But the she is continuously saying that I am the PM, I am here. But he didn't recognize that she is PM's. Then the next scene shift to the starting scene, that what we see from the earlier episode. Now the other episode is also interesting. Please do follow.